This is a barn owl. Wow, it's such a beautiful bird. Look at some of its amazing adaptations. It's got this incredible heart-shaped face. Now the facial disc actually gathers sound in the same way as your ears do. The ears are actually just behind the eyes within the feathers, which are really hard to see. And when it's hunting, it can actually hear the sounds of small mammals on the ground below, which is incredible. Its flight is very, very quiet, partly because the feathers are so soft and the body is so light. It passes through the air really, really gently. The legs are really, really long, which is an adaptation for diving into long grass and catching the small mammals which they feed on. The eyesight is amazing as well. Barn owls are able to detect movement when there's hardly any light. It's just such an incredible bird. But unfortunately, there are some problems with the barn owl because of these specializations. It's adapted for hunting from the air. It has to be very light. Barn owls can't put on a lot of fat to help them get through the winter. And also its feathers, which are so soft, are not particularly waterproof, so a barn owl can't hunt during the rain. And so the weather has an effect, food shortage has an effect, and numbers of barn owls go up and down tremendously in response to these environmental changes. It's a sad fact that barn owls have declined tremendously, particularly since World War II. The landscape upon which we all depend has changed tremendously, and barn owls have declined because of a reduction in food supply, because of intensive agriculture, loss of hedgerows, loss of old pasture, loss of the rough grassland with all those small mammals in it. Unfortunately, they're prone to accidental deaths. They die from flying into things like motor vehicles on motorways, and a lot of barn owls starve to death because of a lack of food. So the numbers have gone down by at least 70% since the 1930s, which is something we're really trying to address. Because of their rarity, barn owls are afforded special legal protection. They're not only protected against being killed, as are most wild birds, but they're also protected against disturbance whilst they're nesting. Barn owls are also known as an indicator species. If there are barn owls, plenty of them in the environment, then that's an indication that actually the food chain is really healthy. There's lots of nice, rough habitat supporting lots of small mammals, supporting barn owls. And if you have that habitat, of course, there's so much other biodiversity which will be supported by it. To find out more, why not explore the website?